Wednesday. It is 10:15. Got absolutely soaked on the way home from the school run this morning. So I've come home. I've been up since like 4 o'clock. I've only had 3 hours sleep. Might need to have a nap today. So yeah, I've come home absolutely soaked through. Thankfully I had my hood on, so my hair didn't get too wet. It got a bit damp obviously, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I've come home, shower, nice pyjamas on. I've got my super Sam pyjamas, my pink tartan. I've got my woolly socks on. I've got some breakfast, got banana and peanut butter and toast because I am a proper grown up, and a nice cup of chai. This is my favourite mug. It's not real chai, it's tea bag chai. I just like put it in a cup of milk, heat it up in the microwave. I add a spoonful of brown sugar to mine as well because I like it quite sweet. The dog is upset because I won't let her come and jump all over the sofa because she's wet. So if you hear her complaining in the background, that's what that is. So yeah, as I was saying yesterday, today is mostly going to be just a chill day. I've got that much left on. This is the last increase. Shush. This is the last increase ball. This is ball number 7. So I'm going to finish off this and then I'm going to start to decrease. So my general plans for today are in the book to make sure I do everything. Work on the blanket, get my stitches in on my head. I do want to do something on the bags because I've still not touched them yet. I'll probably do that after lunch, so I'll do some sewing this afternoon. And clean my kitchen. Oh, clean my kitchen. My kitchen is such a mess. Absolute nightmare. I need to do some studying, and that's about it. So yeah, I think I have yarn for the hot water bottle for the second one, so I need to go and find it, and I need to get it balled up because it's in a skein at the minute. It's like natural wool, and I've got a light colour and dark colour of those. They're, I don't know, there's a cream colour and then there's like a dark brownie colour, and I think they'll look really nice as a hot water bottle for a gift for somebody. I don't know where the creamy one's from. I think that's a British yarn, and the brown one is a Norwegian yarn. I'm not sure. I will need to double check. It might be a Lithuanian one because I got a bunch of Lithuanian yarn a while ago. But yeah, that's my general plans for today. I'm going to sit, get cozied up under my quilt on the sofa, watch some podcasts, eat my breakfast, drink my drink, finish this ball on the blanket, probably start on the next one and work on that for like maybe an hour or two and then get started on something else. I want to try and get this and my head done before lunch so that after lunch I can sew. And I need to have a nap at some point in between there. Sorry if you can hear the dog, she's shush. She's sitting over there. She's not allowed on the sofa because she's absolutely soaking. Because she does this thing as well, when she sees another dog, she like lies on her belly to make herself look less scary, which doesn't really do well when we're outside in the rain. Right, so I'll be back in a wee while and yeah, see what I get done. Bye! So we are now officially on the decreases. We have a corner and new balls attached. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there just now and go and get some stitching done. Hello, this is a new view for you. I don't think you've been up here before. This is like, my computer is there, that's where I normally sit. And the door's behind me here. This is like normally my background. So what's happened so far? I did the blanket up until the decreases, went to put the blanket away and grabbed my tablet to do my stitching because that was the plan. Blanket, stitching, bags. that's not happening. And my tablet was dead, so it's like the joys of having a squirrel brain. So my tablet was completely dead. I had to put that on charge. So while I was putting that on charge, because I need that for Pattern Keeper to do my stitching. While that's on charge, I thought, right, I'll check some emails, and that sucked away like an hour of my life. Got a little carried away with that. Might have even been more than an hour. I have no idea. It was a while anyway. And then I decided to come through here and interface the bags. So when I said the other day that these are going to be small bags, I have decided that I'm going to do poppers for these ones. They're probably going to end up about 9-inch squared. So yeah, when I had said the other day that I've got 2 of each fabric, I don't. I have 1 of each fabric. It's because I was counting 2 sides, because bags have 2 sides. And for some reason my brain was counting 1 side as a whole bag. I don't know what goes on in there sometimes. Obviously not a lot. So yeah, we have 1 of each fabric. So they're all interfaced. I'm going to leave them sitting for a bit to make sure they completely like cool off after being ironed to within an inch for their little lives. And I am now going to go through and do my stitching because my tablet's charged a bit. It is 2:30, so I've got just over an hour until the kids get home. They usually get back about 3:45. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some stitching done till they get here. Then when they come in, it'll be making dinner and doing all the kids are home stuff. So I think they're having cheeseburgers tonight, so that'll be a nice easy one. And I think, what day are we on? Wednesday. Yeah, they're having cheeseburgers tonight. I will not be having cheeseburgers. I will be having chili that I made yesterday. So yeah, I'll pop back in later on for a final check-in and see what I've managed to get done. Oh, okay. I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. So it is now 9:10 and I'm just popping on quickly for a little wrap up for the evening. What did I get done? I got a bit of stitching done, I got a little bit of knitting done, I found the yarn for making the cozy, the hot water bottle cover. It's not a cozy, it's a hot water bottle cover. So I feel that's fairly productive. The kids have just gone to, well, Alfie's been in bed for a little while, Kaelin's just gone to bed. Spent an evening watching Supernatural with them, and then when Alfie went to bed, me and Kaelin watched Cobra Kai, because we have like a programme that we all watch together, and then we have a programme that me and Alfie watch together, which is Stranger Things, and then a programme that me and Kaelin watch together, which is Cobra Kai. So yay, we did a little bit of that, and I did some stitching while we were doing that. So I'll show you my knitting first. It's just a little tiny bit that I got done. This is the Nordley's Viking Superwash wool, and it's really nice to knit with. I do like it. The yarn that I had, the whole room smells like sheep. It's amazing. So the yarn that I had for the hot water bottle cover, it was this one. Some Mariner yarn. Mariner have closed down now, but Romney Vale 100% pure British wool in Arran, and it's so sheepy. And I say you can't get this anymore. It's got 166 metres, 182 yards. So it's it's like, you can tell that it's wool, but it is pretty soft. I would be able to wear that nicer skin. I think I'd got this to try dyeing it at some point. I just never got around to it. This one is a bit rougher. This is Lithuanian wool. It just says Lithuania wool, beginner's wool, I think. And it is just the natural sheep colour. This one is very, very sheepy. I bought this ages ago, like years ago, when I first started buying skeins, and I didn't really know anything about wool. and I bought this one, and this one is very prickly. I'm sure like it would soften up with some washing, but I've never really known what to do with it. But I think having this as a main colour with this as a pattern, I think that would be lovely. Or am I the other way around? Have this as the main colour? No, because you want to be able to hug the hot water ball. Right, so this is what's going to be the new hot water ball. So I need to get them skeined up. No, they're already skeined up. I need to get them wound up because I still don't have a new Swift, which means I'm still winding everything by hand. So that's those. There's no yardage on this as well, so that's not going to be much good really. Right, stitching. I have made a decision. So I think I showed you yesterday the new Haid sale for 2026, and that's going to be released on Saturday, Friday, whenever the 1st is. When is the 1st? Let me have a look. Saturday. Right, so they'll be getting released on Saturday to buy. You don't actually get the first part until it's supposed to be the 1st of January, but last year we got it a few days early. Apparently they did that the year before as well. So I kind of want to get it started as quickly as possible. However, I also had said before that I really wanted to get my Alice done. So I use the stitch palette, and it tells me, like, you put in the date that you want to finish, and then it tells you how many stitches you need to do a day in order to reach that goal. And currently, I had said, I started off with I wanted this year's Haid to be finished by the 1st of December. And then I decided that I wanted it to finish on my birthday on the 16th. And that was giving me about 600 stitches a day to do, ish, give or take. I've now decided that I'm going to have that to finish by the 30th of December. So that gives me like an extra day just in case I need it. But that brings it down to just like, I think it's like 436 stitches a day. So what I'm doing is the stitches that I'm saving from doing on my Haid, on my saddle, which is this one. I'll show you a picture of what it will look like when this is done. It is that one. So I'm about here at the minute. So these bottom pages here, they're not full pages, so they should go quite quickly. I'm about here. Like, if you look, you can see the gaps where the statues are going to go. Just there. So as long as I have it finished by the end of the year, that's fine. I thought, right, that's okay. I don't mind spending a little bit of time now working on this one. This is my Alice. It's Snow White and Alice. It is this one. Now, if you watch my podcasts, you will be very familiar with this pattern. I had started this pattern before. I frogged it. No, I didn't. I started the pattern before, and I ended up scrapping it because I had miscounted quite a lot, and it just wasn't working. So I've restarted it again on gridded fabric. This is 28 count. The other one's on 25 count. This is on 28 count. So that means that the holes in this one are smaller. Now, on my other one, I've been colour completing, and I've been enjoying that. It's been good. I like it. I think I'm going to do the same on this one, because from what I remember, there's about 18 or 19% of the pattern is N310. So I've started doing this like in blocks, which is why I have these threads here. But I think this is the width of the first page. But I think I'm going to just colour complete on this one as well, starting with 310. Because on gridded fabric, it should be a lot easier. And doing for me to have this finished by the 1st of March, so that gives me the rest of this year and 2 months into next year, I need to do 500 stitches a day. Now, that's obviously not a date that's set in stone, but if this one is finished by the end of the year, and I have my next head, the style for next year, set to like be finished by the end of the year, and I've got a whole year to stitch every day on it, because I've not stitched on this one for quite a lot of this year. I've put it away for a very, very long time. Yeah, it should be like not very many stitches a day at all, and so that means that I can do my 500 stitches on this a day to get it finished in the first 2 months of the year, and then I can either swap this out for another full coverage, or I can up the amount of stitches on my 2026 style and get that finished. The problem with 2026 style is it gets released in quarters, so I can't just like bash out the whole thing. But you know, I could get the section done for that quarter. So that's my general plan at the moment. I mean, as you can see, I have not done that much. But 500 stitches of this is a lot easier than 500 stitches on that one. That one's got a lot of confetti in it, which means like lots of, like you can see in it, there's lots and lots of different colours. The sky is like 50 shades of grey. The building is 50 shades of brown. There's not really much in the way of block stitch in there. Whereas this, all this black here, lots of black in her hair, that's all block stitching. The blue in the dress, I had started doing before, that's a lot of block stitching. The faces, across here and across here, that is also all block stitching. So 500 stitches on this will go pretty fast. I'm doing them both 2/1 half cross, which also makes it go a lot faster. So yeah, I'll wait until this year's style is finished before I decide what I'm going to do going forward. But I think I will probably just switch out style for style once that one's finished, and then spend 2 months working on Alice and having the two of them running alongside each other. So yay, that's smart. Because I know I said I wanted to get the witches finished, I'm just not feeling like picking it up. I'm not really enjoying working on it. I'm like struggling to get the stitches in, and I don't know what it is, because I like the pattern, I like the colour that I've picked. So yeah, I don't know. Right, so that's about me for today. Oh, the picture that you would have seen before I started talking here, I was making chai, and how I make it is I have a mug, I put my milk in it, and I put the milk in the microwave to warm the milk up, and then I put my tea bag in it and my sugar, and like just make it like tea from there. I may have got a little distracted. ADHD problems. I walked out the room to go and do something, at which point I forgot I had put milk in the microwave. I remembered when I heard the bang of the tea bag exploding, or the milk exploding, or something exploded, and then my microwave is covered in bits of tea and bits of milk. So yeah, I'd spend some time cleaning my microwave today. But it's all good, it's fine. Microwave is clean, and yeah, that's another job done. Unintentionally, but it's done. So plans for tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? Thursday. So tomorrow will be mostly studying. I think there will be a lot of studying. I'll get my stitches in. I'll be studying, work on the blanket a bit, and I think that's probably about all I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to leave this on my desk so that I can get stitches in while I'm doing things like editing or sitting doing stuff on the computer. I'm going to get these skeined up at some point. I'm not in a massive rush for them at the moment. Oh, flew from my nose. Yeah, that's it. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's like the penultimate day of Vlogtober. I've really enjoyed the vlogging though. It's been good. Right, I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.